Hello everyone. This week's video is going to be me narrating over a time lapse of the creation of RP vanqor SBS Minimal, a map I'll be releasing very soon. But before I do that, I want to thank everyone that watched last week's video, the Roller Coaster Tycoon RuneScape one. It did really well, and I want to give a big shout out to my boy Steve for posting it to Reddit. If I posted it there, it probably wouldn't have gotten any traction. And I want to give a shout out to who else? Epic Cows, Rendy, Mauler, my boy Declan, Steb, Addy, and Kev for being the only people who saw the post about that video on Twitter. So follow me on Twitter at CuteShyPerson for really cool posts like, oh, I don't know. Let's see what I got here. I don't care what anyone says. Drinking a lot of water is a personality trait. Me retweeting Epic Cow's tweet. Very good tweet, Epic Cow's legend. Anyway, so this video here is the creation of RP vanqor SBS Minimal. Originally, when vanqor was being made, the whole idea was it was just going to be a flat map with nothing on it. You know, maybe some rocks and stuff, and the crashed Venator thing in the middle. And it, feature creep. You can read on my website about this. There's a page about vanqor on my website. But I decided that I'd actually make a minimal version that gets rid of all this extra stuff. So right here I'm removing the CIS base, and it's gone now. And you'll see me going around, and right here I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with the spawn. So I'm just taking the player spawns, and I decided to keep the map credits too. So I'm like moving them out. I'm moving everything, and a lot of things you're seeing disappear. They're not like right here. All these things are being disappeared. They're not actually getting deleted. They're being hidden. If you're in Hammer and you press H, it does a quick hide on the selected object. So that's really cool. And over here, I am re-hiding some things because I had to unhide everything to get back some of the stuff I hid. And I'm putting the spawn points over onto this like little plateau area. And this was originally going to be where like a small town or cantina was supposed to be, which is insane, and that's why it's not in the map. I don't know what the obsession with Clone Wars players and having like a cantina or just having things that on a map that don't make any sense at all lore-wise. That is the one thing that really bugs me. People really want stuff that makes absolutely no sense lore-wise. When you're making a map, you have to really think about, like, why? Why does something in the map exist? Why is it there? You can't just put something there randomly. I mean, you could. It's mapping, but that's, you can do anything you want. It's an infinite, well, I wouldn't say infinite, but, it's basically an endless playground you can do. It's Legos. You have an unlimited box of Legos. So here I've made a little platform to put the map credits on, and I was going to put them on the ground, but it looked stupid. So that's why I made this little platform thing, and I'm putting it there. And the one on the right, the Shy Studios logo is actually like inverted. It's not correct. And here, I think I'm compiling the map. And I got a new CPU, and I just put it in. And I got the 2700X. It's the last generation Ryzen, but it's, my motherboard doesn't support the Ryzen 3000 CPUs. And you can see in the uptime how long it's actually taking. It takes about, 2 minutes to do a full render, but you'll see real quick. It doesn't, it's pretty fast because of the time lapse, but you'll see right here. There's no lighting in the map because I accidentally deleted all of the lighting entities. And so right now I'm going through and I'm like trying to find the entities I need. Like the first entity I clicked on was the soundscape that I'm going to use for the whole map. And that's just the default soundscape. Right now I'm looking for where I put some stuff. Like in here, that's a right there, a color correction entity and a tone map controller. Neither of those are actually used in this map, but they're there for the ability to fire commands to them when you're running the map in case you want to add more like effects to the map or whatever. And then there's the shadow map controller and the fog and the light environment and the soundscape I'm putting above the player spawn and making it infinite distance. And so now the map is basically done. So this whole process, this entire video was recorded in about an hour and a half, and you see that we're halfway through the video now. That means that what else is going to go on? Well, I'm going to do a couple little fixes like this. There's these weird console errors about some kind of displacement embedded in a solid object. I don't know what that means. I've been mapping for, probably like 12, 13 years now. I don't know. But I go and I try to fix those things, and, well, first I flip that around. But I go and I try to fix those displacements, and yeah, I mean, there's like a displacement under the ground, and so it's like, whatever. But there's a lot more, and, it's that's just how I made the map, and I'm not going to redo it. But it's not a big deal. And then I'm going to go and close up all the holes. So, like, this would be the entrance to the cave. I'm going to add another displacement here and fix it up, sew it together, kind of make it look okay. I get the sculpt tool out. This is the tool that you want to use in Hammer if you're messing with displacements, trying to make them, a little bit better. I'd much prefer to work in 3ds Max using Wallworm, and I actually might... I was considering putting the Wallworm thing in this, but I'd have to recompile it, and I might recompile it and put that in there. If not, then I was too lazy, and I'll just put a message on the Steam Workshop page that it was made with Wallworm originally. Wallworm is a great tool, and you should definitely check it out. Sean Olsen is a legend. And so here, what's going on here for basically the rest of the video is manual content management. So I've cleared out all the content from the Gary's Mod folder, and I'm putting all the content the map needs into a custom add-on. And it's really annoying because I use Gmod Hammer now. So for Hammer to have content, it only cares about what's in the actual Gmod folder itself, like a typical Half-Life 2 kind of thing. But Gmod, I want to be able to see like what is in my add-on folder only. So what I have to do is go into the Gmod folder, take all my materials and model folders and put them in another folder to disable them from the main folder, and that way Gary's Mod will only look at the materials and models from the add-on folder. And it's really annoying, but it's what you gotta do, I guess. It's the only real way to do it. Before, it was a lot easier because I used Half-Life 2 Episode 2 to do all the mapping, but the Gary's Mod Hammer is actually a lot better, and it has a lot better features, and it actually works and functions, unlike Episode 2 Hammer. The compiler, that's the main problem, is the compiler that Gmod has. I can't get it to work with Episode 2 Hammer for whatever reason. It just won't work. And you can see here there's like broken stuff that I didn't pack in. So this is like the stuff I have. I forgot a texture, I forgot a model. The model was named Send Nudes, and that's why I didn't add it, because I didn't know what it was. And so now I'm re-adding, because you see Hammer had all missing textures now. I had to disable the materials from Gary's Mod to be able to see, like what was missing in Gary's Mod, and I have to re-enable them for Hammer to function and close Hammer and reload it, and it can be a real pain in the butt whenever you're making stuff. And that's why I have kind of changed the way I do my content packing. You'll see the RB folder there. That's all of the content that I made for the Republic base map, and you'll see I'm putting that model that was missing there, and I'm disabling the content, and I'm going to run the map and see if anything's broken or messed up. And I think it looks good. I think it's pretty much fine here. Oh, there's a model that's missing. That's the one that's called Send Nudes. So I have to go re-enable the content, reopen Hammer, reload the map, find what model it is. I don't know what model it is. Oh, it's that one. There's Send Nudes right there. Recopy it over. And then now I can recompile the map. Since the model was missing originally when I compiled it, I'm going to recompile the map with it there, just so it has it. Now I've disabled the content. Going through, I'm doing a little bit of extra stuff, adding a map thumbnail so it shows up and it's cool. I don't know if that actually works when you download the add-on. I'm not sure about that, but it's pretty much done now, and that's the video. there's the map. Go check it out.